Okay, welcome to episode 4 of the Pow Wow Lounge. I am your host, Michael Michelle, and today I am joined by...
Brianna, once again.
Again, yep.
And Kristen.
Kristen, we got Kristen back. Yay, clap it up for Kristen coming back to us. They missed you, Kristen.
Yeah.
Aw, glad to be back.
Well, we're glad to have you. So before we get things started, I just want to say thank you to everyone who watched episode 3 and all the previous episodes. If you're new here, I'm glad that we are getting to meet for the first time. Hopefully, I will get your subscription by the end of this. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. It means a lot to me, and it means a lot to my guests.
Mm-hmm. Hey, girl or boy.
Right, just be inclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Before we get started, though, with our topics for today, I just want to clear a couple things up from the last episode, so episode 3. Colin Powell is no longer with us. He passed on October 18th, 2021. So if you haven't seen episode 3, I'll link that here, and it will make more sense to you. But I chose him as Kanye West's potential running mate in 2024. And that is not going to happen because of the obvious. One other thing I wanted to clear up is we also talked about Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and his plan to establish a board to control the Reedy Creek Improvement District, which houses Disney World. However, with recent developments, it's looking like Disney may have outmaneuvered the governor here. The former Reedy Creek Improvement District Board signed its control back over to Disney before leaving office with an agreement that, with an agreement that doesn't expire until England's monarchy dies out. This rule was set using the rule against perpetuities. I finally got that. When I was practicing it, I could not say that. And that just basically means the policy will continue until after a certain person dies. In this particular case, it will continue until 21 years after the death of the last survivor of the descendants of King Charles III. So that's quite a bit of time there. Disney says that the move was appropriate and approved in open, noticed public forums in compliance with Florida's government. However, of course, Florida leadership thinks otherwise. So I just wanted to clarify those two things. In the last episode, I also included a trigger warning because we did discuss gun control, a form of gun control policy that's being established in West Virginia. Again, if you haven't seen it, just go ahead and check the video out and make sure you leave us a comment. So now that I got housekeeping out the way, how was everybody's weekend?
It was good.
Kristen, you got to tell us about 2 weekends.
Exactly. I think it was good. I mean, per usual, went by fast, but
yeah, it definitely did.
The weekend's the weekend.
Yeah, for sure. Kristen, say?
Yeah, I was about to say, because you haven't been with us.
I have not. No, I have not been here in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
One was definitely warranted.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
It was. I'm not going to say it because it's, yeah.
Yeah, no, please don't.
Yeah. But other than that, it's been fine. I'm glad to be on spring break.
Yay. Cheers to all of our educators. If you're, I guess, is spring break synonymous?
No.
Or is it just a
county?
It's
county-wise.
Okay.
PG's not until the 17th.
And Virginia's later, I think.
Later.
Okay, well, shout out to PG County teachers. I hope you enjoy your spring break. You get some time to relax and have some fun. So this week it's going to be a little different. It's going to be, I guess it could be kind of informational, but we're allowing the viewers to kind of control this episode. We've gotten tons of feedback, tons of suggestions, and I just want to make sure that, we're participating actively with our community. So we have about 5 questions that...
Also, can we put in just keep sending us?
Please. I mean, we're open to
DMs
suggestions.
They have been helpful, and it's been fun to see different things that people want us to talk about.
And send topics that you think might be interesting, because I don't know everything, guys.
Or interesting to you.
Right, and I may miss some things, so please let us know. Okay, so our first question that we have, how did we all meet?
I'm not going to say the school, but we all met in high school.
We did.
I think the friendships were different, of course, throughout it all. Because you've been going to the high school since.
Yeah, so fun fact about me, about all of us.
Yeah.
Most of us have spent a lot of time in private school.
Only 4 years.
Well, Kristen, I guess I default to you on this.
Yeah, both of you have.
But I spent from, K4 to senior year in one school. So I have no other outside interactions besides college.
And then I think, how long have you been in
I
public
was
school?
in public school only from first grade to sixth grade.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, private school, and then private school from middle school to high school.
And I was public school up until high school.
So, yeah, and we all went to the same school eventually. I have seen them phased in. Fun fact, Kristen shadowed me
I don't
for
know
high
if I
school.
knew that.
Yeah, she shadowed me for high school, and I was shocked to see that you ended up coming.
I didn't think I knew that.
So that was interesting. And then Brianna and I shared the same home room
Yep.
in 9th grade. And our lockers were right next to each other.
Alphabetical order, people.
There we go. So that's how we met. And we've been...
Wait, no, because actually Kristen didn't come to the school until 11th grade year.
Was it that long?
Yep.
11th
She
grade.
did not come until like 11th grade,
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, we met at school. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
yeah.
Wow. I didn't realize. I thought you were
Yep.
there in 10th grade.
Nope.
So that wasn't you I was talking to.
But I did shadow you, though.
Yeah.
I remember that.
But she didn't
I
come
thought you
until
were-
later.
I didn't come until later because you definitely expressed.
You
Okay.
did not come. Yeah.
Well, I just gave you some... I
You
thought
sure
some-
about that?
I thought I gave you some sound
You gave me some
advice.
sound advice. Yes.
But we were happy to have you. nonetheless.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's how we met. And these two are like best friends. Like best of
Yes,
friends.
kinda choice at this
Inseparable.
point.
And so we've just maintained that throughout the years. And so when this came up, you know, they were definitely some of the people that I've asked if they would participate in the podcast with me. I have other groups of friends that you'll meet hopefully in the coming weeks. But that's how we met.
Yeah.
And we've just kind of maintained contact throughout college, even after we graduated high school. Okay. So another question here, and this is going to be kind of interesting. Do we remember our first hangover? I do, because you were there. I do.
Oh, that's a really good one because I don't really get hangovers like that at all.
Yeah, Alky. Okay, that's fine.
It's called drinking nothing but water.
That is a pro tip
I
for
don't-
drinking.
I don't.
water.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, I can
know
share
if I really
mine,
do. Yeah,
And then we'll
share
just
yours.
y'all try to come up with something. If you
Yeah.
can't think of the first time, think of
Just
a time.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my first time was in college. I feel like this is the first time that a lot of people discover things about themselves or do something insane. Despite plenty of warning from my mother and family members on how, and this is going to sound so bad. Okay, I take this with a grain of salt. I don't mean to say like she taught me how to drink. But if you're going to indulge at 21 years of age, there's a certain way that you might want to do it, okay? I did not listen, which is don't mix your liquors. And Brianna happened to be on a visit with another friend of ours who came for the weekend. And I don't know, I think mentally I was just out of it.
Yeah.
So I was just like,
Why not?
whatever. And we had rum. I think we had like cognac. We had brandy. We
Yeah,
had
I don't know. It was just like a lot
Captain.
of random
I mean,
stuff.
it's just a whole bunch of different alcohols that I drink.
Mhm.
Yeah, in one evening. And when I laid down, it felt like I was on the ocean.
I feel you.
And the next day I woke up so
done.
angry.
You were done.
Yeah, my head hurt and
Yeah.
I was just irritable. So that was my first hangover, and you witnessed it.
Yep.
Because we went to the mall, and I was just
Yeah,
like,
you was
I
done.
don't feel like going to the
You
mall. I don't want
was
to do
extremely
anything.
Done.
Please, do we have to? And you were just like, come on, we got to get you food, water. Yeah. So that was my first time.
Yeah, I don't really know because once I drink, I go to sleep. So
You
Must
go
be
to
nice.
sleep.
I go to sleep and I kind of just sleep it off.
Well,
I
you know,
don't
it depends
really-
on what you drink, too. Like, what were you drinking?
I drink a lot of things, so I mix. So it doesn't really matter for me.
You going to sleep regardless?
Yeah, because I
Okay.
don't sleep anyway. So
Okay, so you got a little insomnia.
just a lot.
Just a lot of it. Okay, makes sense. Okay. Kristen?
I remember not the first time I was hungover, but I was hungover one weekend, my freshman year at school, and I was indulging in other things besides alcohol.
That
And
was your mistake.
I
Okay.
forgot that the next day was open house, and my friend from high school was coming with her mom,
Oh, girl.
and they wanted me to show them around the school. They were calling me, "Hey, are we still meeting up?" I'm like, "Oh, I am hungover." It was bad. It was really
Ooh.
bad. I think the mom knew I might have been a little hungover.
Yeah.
My friend was
Okay.
oblivious,
Yeah.
but she was like, "You want something to eat?" Yes.
Definitely.
Yes,
let's get
please, feed
breakfast,
me.
please,
And also water.
please.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Hydration.
please.
I need it.
I think I woke up with of a headache before. That's probably about it.
Yeah, I had a headache, was irritable, clearly dehydrated. I mean, I just hurt.
That's what you do. I always take a little sip, take some water.
But see,
I
when
always alternate.
You know, I got caught up in the thing when, you know how, depending on how you drink, it affects your mood differently.
Yeah,
like if you're chilling and you're cool,
that's different.
It might take you, if you normally drink 3 drinks, it could take you 1 and you're out of here. This day, I think I was very irritable in general and irritated because there was a lot going on and I was just taking whatever, and then I didn't feel it until I went to sleep. It took me a good 2 hours before I could go to sleep because there was a lot going on.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
Because they always say, lay down when you're feeling drunk.
No, please
that
don't.
Help. It does
please,
not
you
help.
will feel so dizzy.
I don't know who told y'all to tell people to lay down.
Don't do it, please.
It's like the room is still spinning.
Exactly.
It's spinning and I want to get off.
It's doing front flips.
Not front flip. All right, so since we talked about a hangover, what are some tips that we could give people who are 21 and over?
Yes,
so you teenagers who might stumble upon this, no, you're not getting the okay from us.
Drink water.
Water is
Stay
essential.
hydrated. If you don't like water, maybe like some Gatorade, some Powerade, some Pedialyte.
You got to get some electrolytes
some
in
type
there,
of
something.
hydration.
Also, if you're bar hopping, pick one drink that's going to be your drink for the night. Like, don't do like a Jack and Ginger and do a Moscow Mule somewhere else, and keep that same drink down the whole entire night. Like mine is Moscow Mules. I'm going to keep drinking that the whole night.
So your drink of choice is Moscow Mule when you're bar hopping?
Yes.
Okay. Brianna, you have a drink?
Mine's changes, but I mean my go-to if I want to like get there fast is a Long Island.
You just dangerous.
Yep.
Okay. And mine is tequila and tonic. Love it. With a little hint of lime. It gets you right every time. All right, but drink water in between. If you're bar hopping, drink the same drink because I think
that's another thing. Definitely, if you put your drink down, cover it. Definitely keep your eyes on the drink.
And can you? Now, this is not a dumb question, but how do you feel about accepting drinks from strangers?
If I see the bartender make it and personally hand it to me, then yes. But if it's just a random
like a random person comes up,
I bought you a drink when you were in the bathroom. Nah, it's going on one day.
Don't accept it. And if you leave a drink on a table for a long time, it doesn't even matter if it.
If you're like,
but if you like walk away and you leave it, please just get another one.
Don't walk away from your drink if you plan on drinking it throughout the night.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Exactly.
Too many crazies out here, and next thing you know, you go like, "Whoo!"
Exactly.
Wow, what's going on, y'all? I feel a little hot, a little sweaty.
And then you're slumped.
Yeah, and we don't want you getting in any trouble. So please be cautious when you're going out and drinking.
Be safe.
Please.
Yes.
Drink responsibly, and if you're at a party and you drove and you're drinking, do not drive. Please don't do it.
Always have a DD.
Please. What's that, Kristen? Explain.
Designated driver.
There you go. If you didn't know.
And if your driver's drinking, just call an Uber.
Please do. It's not worth it. It really isn't.
At all.
Because you can hurt yourself or somebody else, and just don't do it. Okay. Do we have any weird phobias? I actually do. So.
Wow. Okay.
I'm gonna let y'all go first because y'all my guess.
Weird phobias.
Chris,
I'm afraid of like large structures, tall buildings.
Oh,
really?
I am.
Because you think they might fall, or
absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
What? I've never heard of that. Is there like a technical term for that?
It is. I forgot what it's called.
I bet it's
but like cruise ships, big monuments, really big like skyscraping buildings. I'm afraid of being.
Hold on, let's look it up real quick. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
I forgot what it's called.
Some big word with the phobia at the end.
At the end. I do not like it. I
so
get
that's like
very
fear of
nervous.
Okay.
I don't know if that's really like. I feel like that should be normal. If it's not, because I could see that. I could see it like wrong gust of wind and you think it's like moving. I could see that.
Like I was afraid to walk into my college building when I was at Bowie State. The first time I walked in there.
Really? Wow. Okay, so it says megalophobia is when you have an intense fear of large objects such as skyscrapers, airplanes, and big statues.
Oh yeah, because airplanes. Yep. I remember that senior trip.
Man,
I remember that.
A mess.
Ooh. Oh, on the plane?
Yes.
That's my first time flying.
Kristen, you didn't take a Benadryl?
No.
My mother was like, you don't need one.
Yeah, she didn't take one, but
took one going in,
but then back. I think what was worse is the fact that, because remember we had a connecting flight.
Oh, in Houston, yeah.
Yeah, and we got stuck in the back of the plane.
Yes.
So you know that feeling like you're up. Both of us were sitting there like,
oh my gosh.
And both of us don't like roller coasters or anything like that.
It was a mess. First of all,
wow, so that plane
flight, first of all.
You missed the flight?
We almost did. Remember?
Almost,
we had to run from our connecting flight to the
Okay, yeah. I remember. Yeah. That was
nothing like an anxiety-inducing trip.
Because someone was late.
You know, we mentioned...
Shall not be named.
Please don't, Krista. But that was funny. Because we talked about that in the last episode how we got confused with Disneyland and what was it, California Dream Park?
Adventures.
Man,
that was an interesting trip.
It was
rated.
Yeah.
High school senior trip to California.
What are we? Oh, we're rating it out of
10.
Ooh.
Okay, let me run down the itinerary. Okay, so we had the flight, which was long. I think we left from, what was it, Dulles? And then we had to go to Houston before we could get to LAX. Mm-hmm. So the first day, from traveling at like, what? 5, 6 in the morning, is we had a tour of like downtown Los Angeles, the La Brea Tar Pits.
18-year-olds.
That was pointless, that we didn't want to do in the first
place.
Wait
a minute, I enjoyed the market.
The market was nice.
The market was cute to a point, and then it was like, okay, we're here too long.
Well, you know,
I think a lot of places we were there too long.
Maybe
because we went to those tar pits too.
We did. We saw the La Brea Tar Pit, so we know what that is. What else did we do? We went to
the beach, but it wasn't like a big beach. It was like
we did do City Walk,
but we couldn't do anything.
Yeah, we couldn't do anything.
Right, so we didn't get to really enjoy that.
SeaWorld.
We went to SeaWorld and the San Diego Zoo in the same day, but spent more time at SeaWorld than the zoo.
And apparently, yeah, I was supposed to say, apparently it seems like SeaWorld in California is more geared towards the 5-year-olds, opposed to like apparently I heard Florida is a little bit more. You know, for everyone,
Okay, gotcha.
That one was very...
It felt very family-based.
Yeah, very 5-year-old based.
But we did see the orcas flying through the sky. And if you're an animal rights person, we couldn't help that. They took us there.
They made us go.
So we saw that, and then what did we do?
Disney.
Everyone got food poisoning from the Mexican place. Remember?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't eat it.
I didn't eat it either because I don't.
Is that what happened? People were sick.
Move, bitch.
That's why we stopped at Target.
Yeah, we stopped at Target because I kept saying like, medicine. I was like, I didn't eat dinner. I really want to eat. So
I didn't eat it.
So I was like, I'm gonna get a pizza from Target.
Yeah, she did.
I got Hot Pockets. So I didn't know that, but our class got sick.
Yes, people.
Oh my goodness, all of them. You don't remember? As soon as they got on the bus, they were laying out.
No. On the trip, I was in a very tight group, so no.
They were sick,
and
too.
We all didn't.
They were sick too.
Not the people in my room.
Oh, they faked that.
They want to go to Target.
No, because we all didn't eat.
Oh, okay.
We went to Target and we got like Hot Pockets.
Yeah, because I ate.
Yeah, I got food, like chips and stuff.
Wow, dodged a bullet there.
Same.
And then we did, what was it?
We had a buffet.
The zoo.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we did go to
a about that. Yes, I forgot about that.
We did do that, and then we did.
Oh my gosh, it brought back.
Then we did Disney World.
Yeah, land.
Disneyland. I'm gonna always mess that up. I'm gonna always mess it up. And then we did Disneyland. Well, y'all went to Disneyland. I went to California Adventure
Park. I would rate it a good 5.
Yeah.
Could have been a lot better.
5 to
but
a 6.5.
It was cute to go. Like, it was good to experience, going to California for the first time.
It showed me things I did not want to do when I go back.
Right. Mm-hmm. I'd give it a 7. I'm going to be a little bit more generous.
Okay, 5.
Because that was like my first time on a plane.
5.1.
My first time to California. So
then I
gave it a 5 because I feel like we didn't get to experience the food. I like food. I like trying different foods. And I feel like we could have really
experienced a lot more than what we did.
I know it was within like a budget, but we went to like some basic restaurant. That's why I ever got sick.
Yeah.
We went to a buffet. That is disgusting. I'm sorry. I've never liked buffets.
We could, especially at that age and like that time, it was like, oh man, all these people from the East Coast. Let's try at least some of the fast food over there that we don't have, and we didn't get to try any of that. And then
we didn't get to try that,
but the administrators did, and we didn't.
It was great.
Yeah,
thanks for telling us.
Yeah, so
we went to Hard Rock Cafe and only had the kitty menu.
Remember that? Yeah, we did only have the kitty
menu.
Oh wow, yeah.
I felt like come on now, y'all. Like I understand, want to make sure everyone has money for things,
but we're also
you're also 18. If you can't afford it, don't get it.
Yeah, so that was interesting.
I think at 18, money management might not have been at the top of a lot of.
It was mommy and daddy management, which they had.
Didn't someone get sent home the first day?
They had. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I digress. Weird phobia, Brianna. You have one?
Weird phobia? Yeah. I just don't like edges. Like, not like edges of
like
tables.
Human edges? Like hair edges?
No, like edges of like
things.
You're walking in like an edge, like not necessarily heights,
like a curved edge.
No, like okay, so if you're walking out onto like you're on the second floor of a mall, and you're like looking down.
Oh, you have fear of heights then?
No, because I'm fine with looking out. I'm fine with being that high. I don't like the fact of looking, like feeling like I'm on that edge, like you're stuck up against the wall like that. I don't like that.
Like, is it worse like without a barrier?
It depends on the barrier.
So like at the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, there's no barrier separating the pier from the water at the edge.
Yeah, I want to.
So you want to walk close to the edge of that? Got you.
Yeah.
Or like a metro stop? You don't.
No.
Okay, got
definitely not.
You mean that kind of? Okay.
Yeah, it's like that type of.
Like
that type of edge.
Going over something.
Like the height, fine. Like I'm okay with that. Like glass elevators, I can't watch myself go up because then I feel like because there's nothing, it's just clear. I feel like I'm about to boop.
Okay.
I can feel that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's respectable fear.
Mine is.
Oh gosh.
It's akin to probably a little bit of germophobia, and I think everybody knows I'm a little particular about germophobia. Well, my friends do. You guys wouldn't know that, but I'm a little germophobic. So, when COVID happened and we had to clean everything, it made me very happy. But mine is stains.
That's not a shock, though.
Like random stains.
Yeah, that's not a shock, though. I can
see
that.
In the school, like if you go to school and there's like, they had the desk with the chair and there's like that black blob in the seat.
What
it
is
freaks
that?
Me. That is ink. Exactly.
That's just ink?
Yeah.
No. Some of this is raised.
Raised.
Some of it has body, yada.
Yeah, probably food because people are disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like gum, but I can't with it. Or like when I was in college, they had these chairs that had cloth seats.
Yeah.
And then like in the middle of summer, so it's hot.
So what did you do?
Wait. Everybody's wearing shorts. And I'm just like, these cloth seats are absorbing so much. And then you see a seat with a stain in it, right? And then somebody sits on it with their thigh butt cheek hanging out. And it just made my skin crawl. I can't do stains. So I don't like stains at all. I avoided all seats with stains.
Okay, yeah.
Even if I had to sit in the back of the class.
So, question, do you not like eating out at public places like that then? Like in booths?
I check the booth. I do. And then if it looks crazy, I just like try to switch it up. Like I don't like when the booth is stretched either. Like it's cut open or if it's something weird.
I asked that too. Like
it looks real.
I don't like it. It's really peculiar. But it's my thing. Stains.
Yeah. But it because you don't like germs, that makes sense.
Because it's a mystery. What is this and why is it black and white? And if I see a white stain, then my mind goes real left. God. I just can't.
Like it makes sense.
The color of the stain matters. I can't. But I'm going to ask you guys out there in the comments, do you guys have any weird phobias? If you have a weird phobia, let us know. There is no shaming here. There is no judging. I just want to know. And if you fear stains, then I have solidarity with you.
And if you know the word for it, I kind of want to know that too.
Well, I looked it up. It just said it's like a part of germophobia. Just the mystery of
where that stain came from.
Yes.
What it is.
My mind just started. And hair.
I don't like that.
Like either. Loose hair.
Oh,
like,
I thought you meant like.
No, because I got hair out. But no, like just like loose hair.
Okay, no, that yeah.
I'm at like someone's house or like a hotel and I see loose hair in the bathroom. I'm disgusted.
Same.
I'm not.
That I get.
I will do a bird bath till the day I leave.
Exactly.
Really?
I get that.
Oh wow. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's something about hair, and then I don't like seeing hair hanging. Like if it's raining and then it's hair on the bottom of your shoe, makes my skin crawl.
I get it though. That makes sense.
I don't know why, but it just does. But if you have any weird phobias, let us know. No judgment. I promise.
I definitely want to know.
I promise. Okay. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break. So stay tuned and don't move anywhere. Okay, welcome back, guys. So we're going to pick up right where we left off. Another question for us that came in. Where we live in particular has experienced a lot of juvenile carjackings. And we're kind of in DC, Maryland, DMV area, Virginia, all of that. And they have juvenile carjackings in our area have nearly doubled since 2020. Now, a lot of our leaders, whether it be police authorities or government authorities, say it's due to COVID, which I can 100% believe.
Yeah, crime definitely went up during that.
And they are adamant about getting this under control, which makes sense because who wants their carjacked by a teenager? I mean, that's just a bad day. However, one thing that's becoming interesting is that most of these kids that are doing the carjackings, they're repeat offenders. And that's more than likely probably due to the fact that they can't be charged as adults. So they're basically getting a little slap on the wrist and then coming out and doing the same thing. They're trying to decipher whether or not it's due to organized crime or if these kids are just doing it as like pranks or something.
Because they're bored.
It could be. I mean, they have a lot of free time, and depending on their parents' schedule, they're not supervised, right? And then back in 2022, we saw a social media kind of trend here, where it was a challenge essentially, where thieves who were mainly young teens posted videos of themselves stealing Kias and Hyundais using the hashtag Kia Boys. So I don't know if any of you have heard about that before. But I'll post some information about it in the description you can check out. And they were stealing these cars by using a USB cord. And they were hot wiring the car. So, wow.
I remember saying that.
Yeah, it's crazy. But since then, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Kia and Hyundai both have created new anti-theft software for millions of their vehicles that lack immobilizers. And they will provide it free of charge, which I thought was great because could you imagine you buy a car and then it gets stolen, then they say, hey, we got the update, but you're going to pay $179.99.
Because there was somebody who did buy a new Kia and then it got stolen that same day. I remember hearing that.
So if you have a Hyundai or Kia, I'm sure there is a fix for this or it's available to you. And if you have a Hyundai, they will send you a sticker regarding the new anti-theft software that you can put in your window to alert potential thieves that their tricks will not work. Okay, if you want to do that. But officials in both areas are trying to get a handle on the situation, but ultimately they are asking that these teens be held accountable, not just by the judicial system, but also by their support system at home. So what do we think about this kind of conundrum our DMV area is under regarding juvenile carjackings?
I didn't know which one of us were going to speak first.
Oh, that's up to y'all. I mean, I pose the questions here. That's my job.
I feel like nowadays people, especially the young generation, they lack empathy.
Yeah.
They lack.
That's deep.
They do. I even see it in like the people who are younger than the kids that I teach. They lack empathy. They just don't care about anything. They don't care. They can't wait for the chance to get somebody back or to be mean or do something that's not right.
And especially if they don't know the person, it's not hitting close to home to them. So they really don't care about a stranger
They don't care.
Someone down the street. They're just like, I can do it. Watch me do it.
I'm not saying no one has ever lacked empathy. There's people in our age group that lacks empathy. But I feel like it's everyone and they're bored. And I feel like it's the kids who don't even need to be stealing cars who are doing it.
Oh, you really?
Because what are you doing? You're like, there's a 13-year-old that steals cars and stuff that I heard about.
Yeah, I've seen all.
What are you doing?
Ranges. I don't know.
You steal it and then what?
I mean, we saw
bring it back to your house. Like, what are you doing?
I think what a lot of officials are saying is that they think some of these teens are with I don't know. I don't want to call it a gang prematurely, but I'm going to say it may be an organized crime group of some sort. And they're kind of older individuals are influencing the younger ones to do this. And then they'll either use the car to commit another crime or they will basically chop it down and sell the parts. Because I think alternators, I think, is a thing that people are stealing now as well, like out of your car. So you have to be super careful. I believe it's an alternator. I'm not the car gal. I know brake pads and that's about it. Gas tank.
I'm not your girl.
Yeah, but okay. So I think, and I agree with what they say. A lot of the accountability has to come from home. I do think that,
But then, like you said before, it's like the parent schedule is very,
yeah, but you got to make time for,
and that's
for your child,
That's why they get bored because they don't have that.
I feel like there's
attention.
A lot of parents who work hours, they're not home a lot.
Or if they're home, it's like, well, I'm going to stay up in my room. You do what you want.
Yeah.
There's no real interaction between the parents.
To their kids. They're giving them their phone, their tablet, the TV, whatever. And that's it. Leave me alone until dinner's done.
Yep. That iPad is the one.
It's like answer the door when dinner comes.
Right, yeah.
A lot of
times.
We're
ordering food tonight. I'm not cooking.
Yeah.
That is so crazy because I feel like my experience as a kid or younger, it was not like that at all. Like I saw my mom interaction. That's like my best friend. You may see her. I don't know. I might talk her into it. We'll see.
Fingers
Probably
crossed.
not. But I didn't have that, And I'm an only child, so that's another part of it too. Like Kristen, you have siblings. It may have been difficult. Brianna, you have siblings.
But still, like we interacted with our parents. They made sure that if you lived at the house, you sat at the dinner table and you ate dinner
phone,
together.
I was supposed to say no phone. You talk.
Well, let me rephrase. I have a half sister.
Oh yeah.
There was a time where we had 14 kids in my house because my aunt and uncle lived with us, and we sat together at a dining room table and ate dinner together every night, and we talked.
Wow. Yeah. That doesn't happen a lot either. Like eating dinner together and talking. You might sit together, but you and talking.
You're on your phone.
Man, that's insane.
But that is very true.
Okay, well, I hope that the authorities are able to get this under control, and I hope that as a community, maybe people can rally around these kids. I know there's they used to have summer programs for kids to keep them busy and stuff, but
a lot of people think that's stupid, sadly.
Summer programs? Like summer camps and stuff?
A lot of people don't want to go. Older teens, teens and stuff. You can't.
That's terrible.
They get bored and they just don't show up, or you think you're dropping them off and they go down the street.
Man, do you think there's any way to revive that kind of spirit to enjoy something like a summer camp?
Oof.
It starts I don't even know if it starts at home. I just think the climate and the culture is just changing. It's changed a lot. Like we had to add a rule in our summer camp, the fact that you cannot be on your phone during the day. And you can see the amount of eye rolls that we get. I can't call my mom. Well, we have a studio phone. We can call your parent for you.
And they're just like,
yep.
No, but I want to. We
even got Apple Watches now too.
Yep, that's a big thing too.
Wow, I'm so out of touch with the younger generation. Outside of giving them an iPad or something.
7-year-olds have iPhones. 7-year-olds got better phones than me.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I didn't get a phone until 11 or 12, and that bad boy was a Boost Mobile flip phone.
I had a singular phone.
Not
singular no more.
I was about to say, I don't think I got a phone I can really text on until high school. I had the emergency because I rode the bus in middle school, so I had the emergency phone. But
I think I got a texting phone 9th grade.
Yeah, same.
But if that bad boy can flip and you can make a call, Mom, I need to flip that thing. Put it right here.
Slide up.
I thought it was something. That little sidekick.
I like that.
I always wanted a sidekick.
I had one. I thought it was so cool. I said,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, they don't do the baby steps. They just go straight to iPhone. I had to earn mine. Okay, and then I paid for it.
I had
part
an
of it
iPhone
too
until after high school.
I definitely had a data plan for my iPhone when I first got it.
Wow. Y'all kids are getting kind of easy out here.
Yeah. I had to share a phone with my sister when I first got a phone. And she had it all day. So what are we sharing?
No.
You could look at it.
It was the Firefly phone. You can only call the people who were in your contacts. Your mom, your dad, and the police. That was it.
She let you look at that phone, and that was it.
Yep. That is crazy. Yeah, so I hope that we can get this together, because I hate to see the young kids kind of going this route. But you're right. I think with social media and then societal pressures too, people don't enjoy simple things. We could probably go walk in a park or something
and have a great time.
a great time. And I just don't think kids want that.
They don't know how to play.
They don't.
Yes, they don't know how to play tag. They don't know how to do anything
They don't know how to be social.
No. Let me tell you something. Hide and seek used to go crazy outside.
They don't know how to play that.
Girl, tag was my game.
Tag or capture the flag. Oh my gosh, kickball. We should throw the. I've always wanted to throw a kickball game just for fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I'll add it.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be fun, a field day.
Yes. A field day.
Yeah. it will be hot.
It's gonna be so hot.
Because I'm a summer baby.
Sweating.
Yep.
Okay.
That's okay. Bring your little hair tie. That's okay.
Girl, I got a portable fan for the summer. I'm good.
You know what? Okay.
Amazon.
All right. Well, hopefully the authorities in the DMV can get that under control, and hopefully the community as well can try to help out and see something, say something, I guess, if you see anything that looks sketchy. Okay, so now this is a question that kind of goes to episode 2, where we talked about the red flags that men have that we should probably avoid and take note of. Well, thanks to Amari Hanifa on Twitter, we now have a list of red flags in women that men should be concerned with. Okay?
Can I pull some up?
You can. I have a list here, but according to her, a woman is a red flag if she hates Kevin Samuels. Now, Kevin Samuels is no longer with us. He passed away. What was it, last year? Mm-hmm. He is what would you call him, Kristen? Like, what kind of advocate would you
An advocate?
His community. He had a community now. I don't know. What would you say about him?
He hates women.
And that is Kevin Samuels. You can find some of his videos on YouTube if you search Kevin Samuels, and you'll see what he's saying about that.
That's a red flag. Okay.
Yeah, if you're a woman and you hate Kevin Samuels, red flag, Kristen.
Mm-hmm. Obviously.
Okay. If you support sexual liberation, flag on the play. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm challenging that. Red flag.
You're challenging that.
Yep.
Why?
Because why? It's a double standard. Because men can have 63 children and be like, oh, okay, that's fine. But if I have 2 sexual partners, nah, sway.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want you.
You're a harlot.
But you know what I was told? If you're a master, what is it? If you have a master key that opens many locks, right? Then that makes you powerful. But if you're a lock just accepting any old key,
I'm not accepting on any.
It makes you a faulty lock.
I'm not accepting any type of key. Ain't no rust.
I've never heard
that girl, you haven't gone deep enough on social media to hear that.
Ain't no rusty key. Ain't no broken keys. Ain't no missing keys over here.
So you're not a faulty lock.
No, ma'am.
Okay, I know that's right. She's not a faulty, and neither. I'm not either. I was already eliminated on this list with the support sexual liberation.
I was about to say, there's a
I mean,
lot
you can
that
do
I
what
think
you want. However, when you do what you want, you are open to criticism. I just will say that, so I can't ignore that. But I'm the type of whatever makes you happy, just do it safely.
If you're safe, you fine.
You got something you want to talk about? The red flag?
Oh, if she says I'm outside.
No, do it correctly.
I'm
outside. We're outside.
So
Beyonce's on the list.
Right.
Because she said, we ain't outside, but we is outside, but we not outside. Or something like that.
Be outside. Be mad about it. Because you inside.
Oh, okay.
And that's a what?
Period.
Period, poo.
That's probably on the list.
That wasn't, I don't know if that was on the list.
No, be added after this.
Okay.
Same period.
If she thinks all women are beautiful, red flag.
That one got me. I forgot to tell you that one. Because make that make sense.
All women are beautiful.
And
however, you can have
in their own ways.
And personality, something about personality that makes you ugly.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Well, not only the inside, but also the outside.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But that is a red flag, Kristen. Kristen, you've got, it seems like a ton of these red flags.
I'm just a walking red flag at this point.
You are the flag.
Yeah.
I am the
you
flag.
are the
flag.
Right.
I'm the
You're
flag.
holding it up.
If you don't exercise or go to the gym, red flag.
Yeah.
A man doesn't want you.
Okay.
You're looking sloppy out here, according to this lady.
But you got 3 fingernails.
If your breath stinks, red flag.
Oh,
is that a reasonable red flag, though?
I don't think it's a reasonable red flag, but at the same time, like, there are things to help
prevent that
with that.
Okay.
Yeah. And men have bad breath too.
They ain't talking.
Well, because you will not deflect here. We are talking about women right now.
Deflect.
Oh yeah.
You're
okay.
Right.
Red flag.
Red flag.
That is a red flag. You cannot do that. Okay. If you glorify Instagram models or rapper baby mamas, that is a red flag.
What does glorify mean? Like idolize them?
Yeah, I guess praise.
Like, they're my fave.
Like, ooh, Jada Waiter, that's my girl.
Yeah, I think that's.
How do you say her name anyway? I keep calling her Jada Cheeves. Is that, or is it Chavez?
I thought it was Chavez.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jada.
I don't know. Yeah. Don't quote us.
Yeah, I don't know. I just say Jada.
I've had a couple, so don't quote
say
me.
Jada.
I call her Jada Cheese. I am sorry, Jada. No disrespect.
I just keep it.
Or Ari the Don. That's another one.
Yeah.
I say Ari
the Don.
Yeah. If she thinks it's okay to deny you sex with no reason, that is a red flag. Women, you cannot do that.
Hold up.
That is a red flag. Flag on the play. Wait, before you say that, can I just say, when I say this, I'm saying this with sarcasm. You guys don't know me because I feel like a lot of you sometimes, maybe in the short clips, take me literally, but just, it's okay. This is sarcasm. Relax. This is just me. We'll get to know each other better. Mm-hmm. All right. But Kristen, you seemed flustered. What happened?
I do, because a no is a no. A no is the reason.
Yeah.
I don't owe you
Well,
a
I think a lot of men could say that no is not a reason. You can't just say no because you could be lying.
Anybody want? I don't want to.
If I don't feel like laying down with you in that night,
if I change my mind.
But I just paid for your dinner.
And what about it? It was Chili's.
I could have paid for it too.
You couldn't go half on 2 for 2.
So now you're lying.
You went to McDonald's.
It was McDonald's.
So you just used me for a meal.
I sure did. Bye.
I didn't ask you to
That
pay.
is a red flag. You didn't ask me to pay.
No.
Okay, so if somebody takes you on a date and they don't pay.
I got my money. If I'm going out somewhere, well,
yeah, but you're never talking to that person again.
In my mindset, if I'm going somewhere, I make sure I can cover myself
but then also, don't assume that every day is going to end with sex.
Yeah, that's the big thing too.
But a lot of men could reason, then what are we here for? I said a lot of men could reason, then what are we here for?
To get to know me?
If I buy you a chalupa, I'm getting below the fupa. That was a good one, wasn't it? Thanks, guys. Can't help myself.
Face. I know that's gonna happen. Because I know
both
of us are not ready for that one.
Thanks, I'll be here all week.
But all jokes aside, a no is a no.
It is.
Yeah, it's a no. Yes.
Do not assume that because I'm going out on a date with you. We're not dating.
Gonna be laying down
I'm agreeing to go out with you to get to know you. That I'm going to sleep with you.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not a guarantee.
So somehow that's getting lost in translation.
Even if you're dating exclusively, me going out with you or spending time with you does not mean I'm going to have sex with you at the end of the night.
So, Kristen, they can't get some of that thing?
No.
If they bought you Red Lobster?
No. It's Red Lobster.
Wow, Kristen. Man.
But I mean, it's true, though. It is true.
Don't assume.
No matter how long you've been dating, a no is a no.
And consent is important, please.
Yes.
If someone says no, that's the end of it. It doesn't matter. Regardless of me joking around, regardless of what they say, no means no.
Women.
Men and women, yes.
Men and women,
yes.
Because I've heard some crazy stories from men, women doing some strange stuff.
It's not maybe so. It's not I don't know. It's not ask me again. No.
And if you say no, stand firm on that no. Don't let somebody talk you into it.
Because that's dubious consent.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And if you consider yourself a bad bitch, pardon my French, red flag.
Yeah. Dang. I think I'm a red flag.
I'm a walking red flag.
I'm just all.
Yeah,
you've been holding up the flag.
I'm waving the flag the whole time.
Yeah, you're waving, you're twirling it, you're doing all the spins with it.
I'm doing all of it. The twirling.
Yeah, I was going to ask you guys whether or not you had any of these traits, but I think we do.
Way too many.
Yeah.
Her friends are hoes.
What does that have to do with me, though?
Exactly.
Why do I have to be looking to this whole activity?
We can't wait, but we can't like hoes.
I mean, if you're going to be a hoe, be the best player you're going to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought.
She could be down, like empathetic, cares about you. You're going through a rough time. Mm-hmm. So because she's sexually free, I can't be her friend.
Yeah.
No, be the best hoe you can be.
Exactly.
I feel like there should be like a badge or something.
It's just the more you know.
Right. Right, just floating over the top. That's insane.
No, like if I was friends with Lori Harvey, I'd be like, girl, do your thing. Yeah. I ain't mad at you.
Right, just make sure we're on the same trip.
Just invite me when y'all go out to Puerto Rico and Italy.
Ooh.
Right, I'm trying to be on the yacht.
I want to be on the yacht party.
Exactly.
Right. Okay, well, we're a walking red flag, but I'm going to make sure that you guys see this list.
It's a long one.
It is a long one. Again, same thing with the male red flags. I don't know if I can take it seriously. Like, to me, a red flag is if somebody's not empathetic. Like, that's a legitimate red flag.
Or if they're
someone's a liar. Yeah, something like that.
Abusive. You know, these are the kind of things we're looking for, not whether or not you like going to the gym.
I do want to hear other people's, like, wacky or, like, stupid red flags like this one.
Okay, so what
Definitely
do you
want to know.
Think about this red flag list? One, for you guys out there, let us know whether you agree with it or don't. And then another question here would be, is there anything that you would consider a red flag? Now, you can make this out as outrageous as you want it to be, but I would like to see some serious responses of a red flag.
Okay. Well,
and I guess for men and women, we're going to do both.
Like outrageous red flag?
Yeah, like what's y'all's outrageous one?
Lack of empathy is a crazy. Like I just
dirty fingernails. It's a red flag for me.
Any hygiene thing.
Well, like, that is all. That's
why I'm like hygiene.
If you reach to grab my hand, I gotta see
and
dirt.
The black
under. Absolutely
yeah,
not.
I get it.
I'm going home.
Yeah. Yeah,
not the gag.
I get it though, because it's like
you touching me.
But it's like, why couldn't you see that? That's
especially if you see it as negative, getting your nails manicured.
Yeah, I can see.
Oh, that's a red flag. If you think taking care of yourself is
hygiene.
Basic hygiene.
You want to put your nasty, greasy hands on me. Yeah. You have dirt or whatever unspeakable thing. Underneath the fingernails.
Exactly.
Absolutely
organisms living in there.
Bacteria.
Ooh, okay, let's make it. See, germaphobes coming out.
Ew.
So yours is hygiene as well?
Yeah.
I guess mine are more okay.
Hygiene.
We're going to agree on the hygiene, but character-wise, empathy, and selfishness is kind of that's a turn off. I don't like that.
If you're rude to your parents, and I can see that they're always like good people, that's not a flex for me. Like
I would say parents or siblings.
If you're rude to your family, I'm like I don't like that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
I don't like
everyone
that either.
deserves to be like.
Yeah.
Of course, we have them that don't like our family. But if you're just out really rude for no reason to your family, nah, sway.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that would be because it's like, whoa,
like that's your mama, like she birthed you,
right? I got that.
No, I get it.
See, this is why I like this show. I just got an update from our camera director. It was a catalytic converter, not even close to an alternator. I know y'all looking at me like crazy. Like I knew it was something strange. Now that I think about it, alternator sounds insane. Catalytic converter. So Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, that's right. That's red flag.
Right. Thanks, Mom, for that update. I just, wow. Whoopsies. Okay.
She doesn't know about cars. Red flag.
Right. Flag. I don't know about cars. Red flag. Don't ask me. That's a big one. Whoop. I'm out of here. Okay, well, thank you for joining us this week on the Pow Wow Lounge. I'm your host, Michael Michelle, joined by
Brianna
and Kristen.
And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and definitely leave us a comment to some of our questions. Just let us know what you think about this list. Hopefully, you've gotten to know us a little bit better. But there is a new segment that I'm going to be adding called Inquiring Minds Want to Know, where you get to learn about us a little bit more in depth. If you haven't already, please follow me on social media, or the show is on social media, at the Pow Wow Lounge for Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm still working on the TikTok thing. I'm trying to decide, is it here? Is it not? Legal, illegal? I don't know what's going on. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But I thank you for joining us today. I hope to see you again next week, and love you guys. Bye.